Hello, hello, hello! Welcome and welcome to the stream. I'm Leona Theodosia, and today I am playing Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, the first cases. Once again, this is part 4. Ooh, coughing. I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm not sick. I just sometimes cough after I eat. I had foods. I don't know why that is. It just happened. Ooh, I'm blocking my glow plant. All right, let's actually get into the. I move and then I'm gonna transition to the game. But I'm like, glow plant. I like my glow plant. I don't want to block it. Okay, let's get here. Ooh, fireplace. Okay, no, it's not frozen. I was worried for a second there. I'm like, is it frozen? Did I hit the cord again and then now it's frozen? No, we're fine. Okay, so we last left off. This is Hercule Poirot's room because he took all of last stream to finally find it. So now we're hopefully going to go get into like the actual mystery. So we got Elizabeth here who's come to speak to Mr. Poirot. What shall you say, Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, thank you for coming. I shall not take up too much more of your precious time.
Not at all, Detective. I had best not be away for too long. Madame would not be pleased when there is so much work to do.
Aw. Madame... Oh, yeah, that's meaning Cassandra. Cassandra's a miserable person. I'm not gonna hide him. What's going on? I don't. Ooh, hold on. Eh. I don't know. Shrug emoji. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Well, mademoiselle, if anyone was to ask, I required your urgent attention with a delicate matter. That should be enough to give you a moment's peace.
Ooh. I don't think you guys can really hear them talking. It is this game, and they always talk very quietly, and then other times they're very loud. Okay, let's try about here. Let's see if that will be better. Okay, I'll read this because I'm not sure if you guys were able to hear it. There we go. I can speak, I swear. Well, mademoiselle, if anyone was to ask, I required your urgent attention with a delicate matter. That should be enough to give you a moment's peace. Aw, Poirot is such a good guy.
Thank you, Detective.
Ooh. Okay, that was loud. Okay. Oh, almost. A little quiet for that. Alright. Let's see. You can ask her... Can I assume you are aware of the probable blackmail ring in the area? Wait. How did he come to the conclusion it's a ring? I'm trying to rack my brain. I'm like, did anyone else get into this? Okay. I mean, I think there was somewhat of a mention. But okay. What are you on about, sir? We'll find out.
I have heard whispers, but this town is full of busybodies. It's hard to know what is the truth and what is hot air from socialites trying to outdo one another.
I'm sorry, the sass. The sass is real. Elizabeth is kind of done with all these people. I don't blame her. She's been having an awful time. Because she lost her fiancé. Let's see.
I would not have thought you want to join in with such chatter.
Well, she's got to keep up somehow.
I'm not, but it can be hard to ignore. I try to quash any talk of it in the house. But it's easier said than done. When the staff are together, it seems to be a competition to see who can dream up the most scandalous rumor.
Do people actually do that still? I'm actually, why am I asking you still? If people have done it throughout history, of course people are still doing it. I didn't realize it was still popular though. Oh, actually, you know what? It'd be more popular now, given the state of things, huh? Eh. It is what it is.
You are a loyal maid and friend. Mademoiselle Angeline is fortunate to have you.
Angeline is very fortunate to have this lady. Angeline is a little bit naive with, like, everything. Cassandra did not raise her daughter very well, in my opinion.
It baffles me why they would target her in the first place. She has such a kind and pure soul. That may not be what you remember of Mademoiselle, but she has grown into a kind-hearted young lady.
No, I thought she was, in general, a decent person. She did one dumb thing, otherwise it sounded like she was fine. But it's like, she's such a kind and pure soul. I'm like, you mean naive? I mean, she's... Elizabeth, you just said. Why she's an easy target for this blackmail business. Ooh, hello, Garias, welcome, welcome. Men in the game who hook up women or not. Wait, what? What are you on about?
I was wary of that when I arrived, but I myself can see a change in her, a maturity. And if it is as kind and pure as you have stated, she should not be troubled by the letter.
Ah, yes. A lot of the dudes have been dying. I did not realize that, but that's true. All the men have been dying. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of widows. I don't even think they're black widows. It's just the men keep getting involved in dangerous things, apparently without realizing it. Okay.
Letters, Detective. I brought you the other.
Oh, right, there was multiple. Oh, wait, she brought another one. Okay, so we read one, so this one's new. Oh, okay. Mademoiselle Vandenbosch. You do not know me, but I know you and your family very well. For years, you have stood high on your pedestal, attending parties and living the lifestyle of the upper class, a life you were born into, all the while hiding a sordid secret that would tarnish the Vandenbosch name forever. That Cassandra is a miserable person? Oh no, that's very well known. Sorry. Once a respected family with morals and nobility, but now you rely on riches and jewelry to show your worth. A worth that is not deserved, even in residing in a home that was obtained under your lies, but not for long. For your secret to remain exactly that, take a small brown paper parcel filled with 500 francs, addressed to Monsieur Dupont, to Barbier? You include the R. I feel like this might be a French word. If it is, you usually don't include the last letter. Yeah, Babi, it's Babier or Babe? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Can somebody say that out loud? And Son's Cobblers, before sundown on Friday. If you do... What is today? Do we have a calendar? I need to see if we have a calendar. Because it sounds like we might be needing to build a bit of a... time frame? Timeline. Time frame and timeline. Okay. If you do as I request, this will be the last you hear from me. You'll be able to return to your life of stolen wealth and excess. If you refuse, be sure the name Vandenbosch will be on the whisper of lips for years to come. It's Agatha choose jerks who die, so there's lots of suspects, blackmailers, and such a very common victim, so it's almost unique that at least one fully innocent man died. Yeah, it does. I mean, we've had the husband for the Vandenbosch die. I think his name is Vincent. I don't think we've actually heard his name in this case.
I have tried to tell her not to think any more on them, but she fears that even a fabricated story could ruin the family name. She even frets at what it may do to her engagement.
I mean, she's not wrong. Fabricated stories can still ruin your reputation. I've seen it happen a lot of times. At this point in my life, it's happened a lot. Also, hello, Metaphor? Hello, Brooklyn. Hi. Welcome all. Ha! Hairball. Okay. Huh. So... I wonder how old this is. Honestly, I would not be surprised if it's Cassandra. The lady got... I mean, they already blame Cassandra... Angeline has already kind of ruined a person's life. It wasn't intentional, but Cassandra hit it with, Florette, you know? She didn't want her daughter to get blamed. Like, it was a non-issue. Her daughter just hid something, her mom threw a fuss and then blamed the handmaid. Or maidservant, that's what they were called. A maidservant. And I'm just... Dude, you could have not had any kind of police report or anything if you just went, oh, well, silly us. Like, they lost a maidservant. And, like, everyone was like, yeah, she didn't do it. Because... I'm sorry, I'm just thinking how dumb that is now. I'm like, Cassandra, did you not think that would come bite you in the butt? This is like, I think in later Victorian times, judging by, well, the attire, I guess, kind of speaks of it. It's like near the end, like you had to be, like even the nobility and families have to be actually somewhat on good behavior to their servants because people weren't putting up with it anymore. I mean, especially if we get... I mean, Poirot was in a war. I'm not entirely familiar with every single European war from the last, what, 150 years and whatnot. But, like... I mean, really, it was still, like, after the... both world wars, like, things really changed. Like, even the rich people have to clean up their own house. Or they have to pay somebody. Actually, but anyway.
I have met Monsieur Demire, and I cannot see his love for Angeline diminishing at something so trivial. Merci for bringing this letter to me.
Are you sure we met the same person, Poirot? Because I thought the man was sketchy. But oh well, it's okay. We'll defer to Poirot. He's the one who's actually in this world. Mademoiselle Angeline worries so much about the family name, but from Mademoiselle Elizabeth Stelling, she has nothing to worry about, at least from her own perspective. Perhaps the secret does not directly concern Angeline at all, and she is merely the easy target. Yes, let's continue that line of thought. I agree. I have a feeling it's Cassandra, the mom. Because again, I will not stop. That lady's insufferable.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Pleasure is mine, detective.
I do enjoy how everyone speaks so politely. I mean, I don't think everyone nowadays needs to speak that politely, but like, it's refreshing. Okay, is there anything else after talking to Elizabeth that's new? Or is Elizabeth just gonna hang out in Poirot's room now?
Of course, detective.
Yeah, she's just here.
Mademoiselle.
Pleasure is mine, detective.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to hear the dialogue of just like they say it every single time. I guess. Okay. What do we have? This was blinking. Okay, no, we don't really. I can view the profile. Oh, first blackmail letter. Oh wait, if I click on this, will I read it again? Okay, I'm not trying to get. Oh wait, this. Oh, okay. Yes, I can. I have to press X. Oh, it has bracelet. Angeline's letter. What is this letter? Oh, this is the letter from the beginning of the game. Oh, I have to click through it. Like, I can't just immediately back out. All right. Okay, Angeline's father. Oh, does it say his name? Meh. It does not. Oh. Fine-looking gentleman, the way Angelique spoke of him, I have no doubt he was so missed. Oh, I just had a thought. I have no evidence for this. This is just a cliche kind of thing. What if Angeline's not the actual daughter? What if Cassandra had... What if Cassandra was not good in the marriage? I wouldn't put it past her. I don't have a good opinion of the lady. Okay, so do we have any other evidence, like, tied to anybody? No, it seems like we have points. Tie up them, but... Yeah, here, Cassandra. We have yet to see her. Apparently she is around, but we've yet to see her. Oh yeah, we got... What is this? Cassandra is desperate for... When is she not? The woman's a gold digger. Okay, Cassandra's widow. Her husband and Angelique's father, Viscount Edwin van den Bosch. Oh, okay, Edwin. His name's Edwin. Okay. Completely misremembered that. So he's the Viscount Edwin van den Bosch. Viscount Edwin van den Bosch. Okay. So if we hear Edwin, that is the dead. Who's dead. Okay. Ooh, cool. Yeah. Elizabeth and Luke planned to elope, but Luke passed away. It was not the news I was expecting to hear. How very upsetting. Oh, Poirot's unhappy about it. He's never even met the man, but he's like, no, I don't like that. Oh, jeez. I have only read one book with Hercule Poirot, and I've had adaptations of his other stories, but you know, they're adaptations. I don't know how true they are to the book and all that, being unfamiliar with the actual book. But I'm like, if this is how he usually is, like, it's not too far from the one book I read. Did I? Yeah, because the other Agatha Christie book I've actually read that was written by her did not have Hercule Poirot as the protagonist. It was one of her other characters, whose name I really should know, but I cannot think of it right now. Oh yeah, Florette. Yeah, she doesn't have any relevant things surrounding her. We have Demure here. Let's see. Mr. Gideon Demure. So Gideon paid the first demand. Gideon sees his money as the family's. Oh yeah, right. Okay, that might be important. I still don't trust this guy, but I've been wrong before. But I still don't trust him, but he is willing to share his wealth with the Van den Bosch family because he's going to marry Angeline. So he already views it like the family money, which good for you, dude, I guess. Oh yeah, and then Zachariah Demire, or Zach, as he likes to be called, doesn't have... Oh yeah, he's drunk. That's the only thing we have on this man, is he is not... He's had too many... He's had too many cups. Oh, that's silly. Okay. Oh, it looks like we can connect things. Okay, not for that one. We have an update for this. What updated? Oh, okay, so we got the blackmail letter. The first one. We saw the second one down in the kitchen. So, let's see. Blackmailer wishes family to leave the manor. Is there some secret room full of gold or something? Is there murals or frescoes on the wall that are expensive? There's something hidden in the mansion, isn't there? The letter suggests the blackmailer wants to see the family to lose everything, including the house. Do they want the house? Is that the goal? I suppose that is our job to find out. Okay. Oh wait, I should have actually looked at the thing that updated. This had an update. Blackmailer wishes the family to suffer. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I already forgot about it. I didn't need to reread it, but okay, now I know I didn't need to do that. Okay, so we just... First blackmail letter. This appears to be the first letter Angelique received. And yeah, this is the second one. We have one thing we can connect right now. This is the nature of the blackmail letters. So that's the focus. All right. Is there going to be an obvious connection or not? I suppose that's the question now. What's this? Blackmail wishes this. Okay, leave the manor, and this is the suffer. Yes. neither of these has a question, so it's not gonna be the one I'm grabbing. What do we have here? What is connecting? None of these have a thing that's like you can connect this. Is it this? Okay, staff aware of blackmail. They will no doubt be concerned for not only Angeline, but also for their positions at the house. What is the extent of their knowledge on the matter? Okay, house holds many secrets. I fear Mademoiselle's secret may not be the only one this house is hiding. We're going to find a skeleton in the wall. That would be appropriate for October, though. As morbid as that would be. Okay. So staff is aware. Paid the first demand. Oh. Yeah, no. Payment demand. First note. Yeah, this was connected to this, so I don't think you should... I have yet to have things get double connected to something. Yeah, like, does this... Yeah. What is the extent of their knowledge on the matter? I suppose... Well, we just talked to Elizabeth, and she's part of the staff. So... No, I'm just speculating there's a hidden room. I don't know if there is one or not. Please don't spoil anything. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So, payment acknowledged, payment demand. Would it just be... I don't know why the staff's knowledge of blackmail would just be Gideon. I mean, let's just see if this rolls it out. Yeah, no, that's not what we want to connect it to. The house holds many secrets. Maybe that's the staff? Knows that the house has secrets? Okay, yeah, it is that straightforward. Okay, gotcha. Things are pretty good and clear. The staff members that are aware of the blackmail could possibly know the reason why. Ah, okay, I see the connection. That's the connection. Because the Van den Bosch secret may not be a secret at all. The house staff may know what the blackmailer is holding over the family. Oh. That completed this. Okay. And yeah, that's, saying that. Okay, it was a good thing I did that then. We still don't have any more connections here. So I suppose we should probably go look around. Oh wait, I apparently can talk to Elizabeth.
Of course, Detective. What?
Yes, I can. Do you know where Mademoiselle Angeline is now?
She will no doubt be with Master Gideon. The party was just beginning when I came upstairs.
Ah.
That is my cue to make a grand entrance. Am I presentable enough for the creme of society?
Why is it so funny Poirot talking about a grand entrance? I didn't think you the type, sir. Apparently Poirot likes his grand entrances.
Quite handsome, Detective.
Merci. If you catch me snoring, please poke me in the ribs.
Oh my gosh, I love Poirot. He's great.
I will use Madame's sharpest poker.
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth is having fun too. Oh, why are you sad now?
It sounds as though someone else may have already been poked.
Oh, was there a sound? I didn't hear anything. Did someone die? Is it finally turning into a murder mystery? I mean, it's an Agatha Christie story. I know that much. They're all like murder mysteries. It's like they'll start off as something else, but they'll always end in murder. Oh. Oh no, it's the Major. Oh, what is going on? No one looks dead yet, at least. Oh, Jenny. Okay. Did he punch him? I think he did. Oh. Okay, now he's leaving.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you would be so kind to return to the party.
Okay, this is the first time we've seen Archibald since the beginning. Hi there, sir.
With all this excitement out here.
You are going to love the fat motion pictures or the movies or whatever they end up wanting to call it at the beginning before it was set on the movie. This man would be at the theater all the time.
I believe that is an end to the excitement, as you put it, Monsieur Demire.
It's hardly the job of a detective to resolve domestic arguments, but under the circumstances, perhaps there is more to it. I shall speak with the Major outside. You want to go out in the cold again? Okay, well, that's on you. I wouldn't. I thought he would be long gone by now anyway. Are we gonna end up outside? Okay.
One last match.
What? Thank God, one less match? Huh? Do you mean like a fighting match or like a flame match?
Bonjour, Monsieur Hagen.
I wondered when you would be arriving. At least now you can do your job.
You are so rude. You were rude the first time we saw you in the first case. And I think I just saw you get punched and you're still rude. No wonder why you got punched.
Pardon, Monsieur.
I have just been assaulted. I want him arrested.
He's a detective. Does he have the authority to arrest people even? You were just saying how terrible he was the last case. Make up your mind, sir.
I'm afraid it is not as simple as that. I merely witnessed you standing up from the ground.
Would you like to explain what happened?
This is ridiculous. You know very well what he did.
I assumed he punched you, but I actually don't know.
Perhaps you could elaborate on what instigated the altercation.
Did you insult his wife? Or to-be wife, I suppose?
I should have known you wouldn't make things easy.
You've never been made it easy for Poirot. I don't think he's just returning the favor, sir. It's clear the Major is still outraged by what has just happened, but I must learn what caused such an escalation... What caused such escalation into physical violence. Okay, push on, rather the Major instigated the altercation. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I don't feel confident.
I have met Monsieur Demire. He does not seem one to physically assault someone unless provoked.
I hope you're not implying that I started it.
I wouldn't be surprised. That would be my bet.
I am only stating what I have seen.
I was having a private conversation with Angeline when he interrupted and struck me. That is all there is to know.
So he did insult the wifey. And this man is surprised he got punched in the face. Okay, what is Poirot saying? If the Major is still the same man that I met all those years ago, I'm sure he will remain defensive, and the blame for the altercation will fall solely on the Monsieur Demire. Perhaps the best approach would be to act as though I'm on the Major's side and coax out the truth. Let's see, we can be straightforward, and it must have been a rather heated conversation for him to intervene. Implicating. Your conversation with Mademoiselle Angeline was had with the utmost respect and politeness towards her. Oh, okay, I see. What would a hothead respond to better? I am very far from being a hothead in most cases, so I'm like, Okay, rather heated conversation for him to intervene. Well, I suppose... I mean, both of these sound accusatory. You either just straight be like, it's a heated conversation. Or is he gonna be too angry to understand the subtext? Am I too implicating? Well, I guess it gives him a way of saying, yes, he was being polite. If we're supposed to have it so that the Major thinks we're on his side. So I guess this one?
I would not act any other way.
Oh.
Well, unless I am provoked.
Okay, so that was good. It was green in the back. So we did good. Well, I did good. That was the correct choice, I guess.
You have grown rather close with the Van den Bosch family, it seems.
Oh, yeah, he might...
What has my relationship with the family got to do with anything? Why are you even here, officer?
Is he an officer? Well, I guess these detectives do work in the police force? Question mark? Whatever. What is a broad term to be like security people? What is that? I'm not sure. I feel like there is one, but I'm not coming to mind, so moving on.
Detective. And I was invited by Mademoiselle Angeline, personally.
Seems to be mistake after mistake with that girl.
She does seem to not make the best choices. Must be a reason for your animosity to Monsieur Demir. Agreeable. So we can be suggestive or agreeable. So agreeable is, do you think she has made a mistake agreeing to marry Monsieur Demir? Well, if he just said she's making a mistake, then I guess marrying this... He did get punched by this guy, so saying it's a mistake, and if he's friends with a Vandenbosch, then yeah, I guess this would be the more staying on his good side. I feel like I'm gonna... Sneeze. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. There must be a reason for your animosity to Monsieur. I guess to keep off what he's saying, I think this is the better option.
Of course I do.
Okay, it is.
What a stupid question. He is scum. Him and his whole family.
Well, I will agree that he feels sketchy to me, and his brother is, well, his brother's just been kind of there getting him to the line.
If I had my way, he wouldn't have even stepped foot in this house.
Mocking? I don't think we should mock him if we're trying to get information. Let's see. Mocking, though, what is the option? Mocking, do you think Monsieur Demir's actions were appropriate? Antagonizing. There's clearly some hostility between you and Monsieur Demir. Is it mocking to Demir? These are... Okay, gotta think. I had my stuff put in the house. So, do you think actions were appropriate? I mean, clearly I don't think he would. Please, some hostility. I guess antagonizing would be better than mocking, because he's already grumpy. Being mocked would probably just tick him off and want Poirot to go away. So... I feel like both of these are a bad choice. I'm like, which is the less bad choice? I suppose there'd be more wiggle room and the actions are appropriate. And it also is not directed at him, it's just directed at Demir. So maybe the mocking might actually be the right choice. Yeah. Because it puts the blame more on Monsieur Demir. We're trying to stay on the Major's good side, so this one?
Are you dumb as
Nope.
well? Why would I be happy about being punched in such an underhanded way?
Nope, it was the bottom one. It was that I should have gone with my first choice.
My apologies, monsieur. Perhaps I had not worded my question appropriately. Do you feel that Monsieur Demir had reason enough in his eyes to act as he did?
To act as he did? He assaulted me! What planet are you living on? Useless, once again.
Oh.
I don't know why I should be surprised. Feel free to return to the party. Leave me to my cigar.
Ah, boo. I'm afraid my feelings towards the Major may have gotten the better of me with this hostile questioning. Can I try
I
again?
have met Monsieur Demir. He does not
okay,
seem
we do.
one-
We do
I
get
hope
try
you're
again.
not implying.
I am
Okay,
only stating what...
I was having a private conversation with.
Skip through this. Let's see. Yeah, it was this
I
one.
would not.
You have...
What is
Blah,
my
blah, blah,
relation?
blah, blah.
Detective.
Seems.
Okay. Yeah, mistake.
Of course I...
Yes. And then antagonizing.
Officer Poirot, are you going to do something about him or not?
Okay. This is after the correct choice. Thank you, Gabe, for letting me try again.
It is Detective Poirot. And if you refuse to answer my questions, I do not see how I can continue.
These two do not like each other.
I just don't know what she sees in him. Angeline could do so much better. I don't think she realizes what she is getting herself into. I can't imagine her living a happy life with that. Right.
I hate that I'm in more agreement with you than disagreement. Don't fight the man to be honorable. Bro thinks to think he's okay, but I don't.
I see. Merci, monsieur, for your honest opinion, whether I agree or not. I shall leave you to your cigar and return to the party.
Yay. We did the thing. Right. Can we wander around again? Are we free range again? Ooh. It is not often such a violent altercation happens at a celebration such as this. I should investigate why it began. Well, let's see. This party is already filled with more drama than most, and it has barely begun. I was requested here to find the blackmailer, but perhaps the altercation is connected somehow. We are in a mystery video game. I'd be surprised if it wasn't there, Poirot. Yes, we have the Major, and we have Gideon, and that's, I think, the literal only two things on here. We have no other information. Okay, what can I investigate? Oh, there's a letter. Pamphlet? What is this? Some information regarding a shelter for women coming from troubled homes and backgrounds. Oh. Given the time period, that's actually concerning. Those places were rarely good. Oh, there's a note on the wall. The staff wrote for this evening. 4 people are assigned. Is this enough staff to proceed with tonight's events? I would not think so, but let's see. Oh, today's Friday. All right, so then that letter's... I need to go look at the letter again. The all-day service. Archibald Elizabeth Inge? Rehana? Kitchen. Breakfast, family, lunch, family, dinner party. Service. Breakfast, family, lunch, family, dinner party, evening service. Housekeeping, morning, family, evening, turn down service. I don't understand what most of this means. I get the all-day service. What do you mean? Are they just saying it's the family they have to worry about? Like, there's no one else? I guess that's important to know. Like, if anyone says they're there, it means they weren't planned to be there? Okay. Oh. Find out how staff members may be linked to recent events. The staff live and work in this house with the Vandenbosch family. It would not be surprising for them to know more than the family would expect or want. Servants do tend to get looked down upon, I will admit. It's sort of like talking in front of a child. Most people don't realize how much things children do pick up on. Like, they may not be able to articulate it, like how they think, but like kids do know more than you would think. It's just whether or not they can form it into a sentence or get like the correct words for what they're meaning is another thing, because like they don't know the words. They may not know of a concept. I mean, there's certainly times when I was I was in my adult years, I suppose, to keep it somewhat vague. Oop, did it freeze up? I think I froze up. But yeah, it was in my adult years and just figuring out, oh, there's words for that. Doop. Are we good now? Yep, we're good now. I need to be more careful, apparently. I must have jostled the wire. That's the word I want. Okay. Inspect the butler's pantry. Inspect the butler's pantry to investigate. Investigation. Staff rota. The staff rota for this evening. 4 people are assigned. I don't think it would be enough for this event, but it certainly had to be. Poor staff. So they're overworked. Wait, would that mean there's some credited so that the staff aren't really involved with what happened today? Because they're way too busy to do anything else? I suppose that's one way of thinking about it. Okay, painting. Portrait of a distinguished-looking gentleman. He doesn't appear to be related to the family. Why is this painting here? Is it a reference? Locked. I would have thought such a tight schedule I'd find at least one staff member here. So the butler's pantry is locked right now. We're gonna have to find a key or someone to open it for us. Okay, staff quarters is still... Okay, no. Poirot wants to join the party. I want to go snoop around. I don't know if I'd be a terrible detective or a really good one. Oh right, this space still has a price tag on it. Although I suppose it's not too relevant anymore. Okay, we can investigate. Piano is still investigatable, but we don't have to investigate it again. Oh, what was in this last case? Looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation to inspect it any further. What is in there? Apparently it looks really breakable, but I have zero idea what it is. Is there anything else? How's the quill doing over here? Looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation to inspect it any further. Okay. Nope. We are no longer interested in the quill. Oh, hey, Archibald. Hello, sir.
Monsieur Sterling, I trust the preparations are progressing since our last meeting.
Okay, that was louder than I was expecting. That actually kind of scared me. Okay.
Please, Detective. Archibald is fine. Everything is in order now. Are you ready to join the party?
You are head butler of this house. It is a position that warrants respect, and I shall continue to give it, Monsieur Sterling.
Polite man.
And I must admit, it is the smell from the kitchen that has my attention more than the party itself.
Poirot wants a meal. I don't blame him.
Rehana is quite the cook, but it will still be some time. Maybe you'd like to enjoy a drink while you wait. Some of the guests are already in the salon to your left.
Salon.
And the remaining guests are in the library on the first floor.
There's a library? And you haven't let me go in?
I will be sure to explore both. Merci.
I want to go to the library. It should be surprising. I want to be with the books. Okay. Do this evening's plans follow under any sort of schedule?
Dinner will be served in the dining room, but the rest of the evening is yours to enjoy.
Neat.
You have all certainly been working hard, it seems.
Very hard. The lady of the house wanted everything a certain way, and that's how it was to be done.
I'm not surprised. Cassandra hasn't changed. I do not want to interject in the altercation between Monsieur Demir and the Major. Yeah, because Archibald was there.
It is my responsibility to look after the house and staff, not to resolve petty disputes.
Can you still call a dispute petty? Even if somebody got punched in the face? I suppose. Especially if they're inebriated. I suppose petty disputes can result in violent altercations.
I cannot imagine he will be in any mood to attend the party.
Are we gonna find him dead outside? I'm still waiting for someone to drop. That's so mean, but it's also like, it's a mystery game. It's typically a murder mystery. I'm expecting somebody to perish. I don't know what that says about me.
He often has a cigar to calm down. And if that doesn't relax him, that temperature outside surely will.
kind of what I'm worried about. I mean, the guy's a complete jerk,
Merci.
but...
You have been most helpful.
Okay, well, maybe not a complete jerk. He does seem genuinely concerned for Angeline, so he's not a complete jerk, but he's just most of a jerk. Certainly somehow better than Cassandra. Oh, we got yet another map. Meet the other guests and uncover the connections to the family. This time I met my fellow guests of the party. They all have a connection to the family in some respect. And although they are here to join in the celebrations, perhaps one of them has a more sinister motive. That is likely. Okay, so we have Ultra Bald here. Inspect the salon, inspect the library. Can we go to the library first? Location of the case. Yeah, we got the Major here. So we can go, maybe talk to the Major again. Pamphlet. Some information regarding a shelter for a woman. I can talk to somebody about that. Margrox? Oh, I wonder if that's the room Poirot... I mean, the person staying in the room Poirot was directed to at first. If this is the actual inhabitant of said room. Okay. So we got... Margot? Margox? I don't know how to read that name. I'm going to assume Margot because I've heard that be a name. Also, we have... There's a lot of things that you just don't pronounce the last letter. This is to the dining hall. No, this is to the salon. That was the dining room. What does this go to? That's the dining room. Okay, small door is the dining room. Big door is the salon. Is there any more doors? No. Okay. Where's the library? I want to go to the library. I didn't see any other doors, though. Alright, while I'm over here, I'm gonna go see if we can talk to the Major anymore because, well, he's out here and might as well... Oh no, we can't go outside. This area does not pertain to my current investigation. Is the Major somewhere else, though, then? Yeah, this is just... That's to the butler pantry and the servants' quarters, so that's not the way to go. I guess we can go in the salon. That's apparently where people are. So, let's go. Ooh. Loading. Oh, there's... Ooh, fancy! Oh, there's Cassandra. Day is immediately worse off. I like the carpet, though. I'm gonna ignore Cassandra. Can I go anywhere else? Is this room connected to anywhere? Okay, it's connected to the dining room. We can't go there. There's a little thing. Oh, new lady. Are you Margot? I'm guessing Margot. Can you please say your name, ma'am?
Allow me to introduce myself. Hercule Poirot.
Oh my gosh, look at the blizzard outside. I'm sorry. Like, oh geez, it's still really bad out there.
Detective Hercule Poirot? I heard we were being joined by one of the King's finest officers.
Well, you sound like you possibly could be French. I feel more confident that your name is Margot, but can you please introduce yourself, ma'am?
Oui, madame. I see my name precedes me.
Comtesse Margot de Vos. Charmed, I'm sure.
Comtesse Margot de Vos. Okay, so it is... Well, Margot's a close... She did pronounce it a little differently, but Margot will suffice. I can't always figure out how to pronounce the names. I'm like, I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but I don't know how to actually pronounce it correctly. Unfortunately. It's like, how do I make that sound? I don't know. I'm trying, however. Are you related? Well, she already had the connection from the little pamphlet, so... Are you a suffragette?
It is I who is charmed.
Yeah, Margot de Vos. She's a comtesse. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I should know the rankings because there's magistrates, there's viscounts, there's counts, there's barons. Barons? Barons. Not barons. Baron? Yeah, anyway, there's a few rankings of nobility. I really should know at least some. I think barons are lower? I want to say is it magistrates that are right below, like, the royal family? Anyway, I believe counts and comtesses are fairly high. At least you should regard them with respect. Yeah. They're not the lowest rung at the very least. I'll say that much. They're not the lowest rung. Okay, anyway. She is a lady of standing is what I'm trying to get at. I mean, they all are, but, you know, like, more standing. Maybe I should make myself a list of, like, nobility rankings. It might actually be relevant in this game.
Handsome, well-mannered, and a man of the law. I did not expect such a fine caliber of gentleman at this party.
Honestly, from what I've seen, I'm not surprised that wasn't in your expectations.
Countess, your compliments are enough to make a young detective blush.
Oh, geez, I can ask her so many things. Okay. Besides flattery, what is it that you do?
I fill my time mostly with charity work. The number of those less fortunate only continues to grow.
Well, I'm happy to hear you standing is concerned about people who are less fortunate, at least to some degree. She sounds like she's an okay person. I'm just thinking about, like, what if this is an act? I have to be suspicious of everybody. This is the kind of game we're playing. Please be a good person.
How very admirable.
One must remain humble.
Yeah. And which side of the engagement brings you here? Okay, so is she friends with the Demir family or the Van den Bosch family? Essentially what is being asked.
I have been a close friend to the Van den Bosch family for, well, heaven knows how long.
Oh, so she, you know what? If she's an old friend of the Van den Bosch, then she might have been on good accord with Edwin, who's the Viscount. And we know he's a good person, at least largely. I'm sure he's had his moments of not being so great like everyone else. And we might... Here's a secret going on. It might have to do with him, but he's widely regarded as a good person. So Margot does seem like... I feel like it's like, okay, no, I think she might be genuinely a good person, which might be a bit of relief with this cast of characters, besides Elizabeth. I like Elizabeth. Elizabeth is good. I don't trust Archibald either. I trust like 2 people here. I don't trust Angeline, not in the count. I don't think she's someone to put faith in, but more of I'm like, this lady's too naive to be a reliable horse. But I was still young and not a good character judge, especially of dudes he likes, because they seem cool. That would make sense. But yeah, that's right. This is the first cases. This is not the last cases, so he's not nearly as experienced as he is in some of his other stories. He's still got quite a good head on his shoulders. He's gonna learn the hard way a lot of things, I'm sure. Okay.
You must have known the late Viscount then.
Oh yeah, do you know him?
Indeed, we had been friends since our school days. His passing was very hard on both Cassandra and young Angeline. I became a sort of protector of them both after his death. A guardian angel, if you will.
I don't know if not knowing the full account of the secret around, but Margot seems like a good person, or at least she has her heart in the right place. Yay! I've learned that friendship in these higher social circles can be nothing more than a facade to remain in that position. Perhaps the Comtesse is vying for Madame Vandenbosch's position. I mean, it doesn't feel... I think she could just sit back and wait and the Cassandra would do it herself. Oh, that lady's, like, again, is very... don't like her. I see you back there, too. I'll talk to you in a moment, because I probably should, even though I'm not gonna be happy about it. Let's see. It was quite a shock to see the Major laying in the hall like that.
You will find Felix at the center of any trouble, especially when it concerns the ladies of the house.
I like her. I don't know if she'll be a good person still, but I do like her. She's like, that man is an idiot. I'm like, I've noticed. I have noticed. He doesn't seem completely awful, but the man's not very... heart in the right place. Actions could use some work. That's what I feel like from him.
I understand he has made himself quite at home here.
What did he do? Do you know?
What an understatement. He thinks his friendship with Cassandra entitles him to anything and everything in the house, including certain opinions of how young Angeline lives her life.
Sounds like you have opinion on that.
He does not approve of Monsieur Demire?
No. Poirot knows this, but he's just sniffing for information.
You'd have to ask him, or rather speak with Gideon's brother. He will have something to say about Felix, I am sure.
Oh, I'm sure Zach has lots of things to say. That man's here with a bucket of popcorn, and he's enjoying himself. He's like, oh, this is great. Free entertainment! The Comtesse is well versed in drawing one in with delicious bait, and then leaving them biting on the line. Another conversation with Monsieur Zachariah is in order. What are your thoughts on Monsieur Demire?
A strapping young man. Angeline has found herself a good one. They certainly make a handsome couple.
Well, she's for Mr. Gideon. Gideon? Gideon? Everyone has an accent when saying these names, and I'm like, I don't know how to do the accent.
Speaking with them both, it is plain to see, even to one that is unexperienced in such emotions, that there is a great deal of love between them.
Come to think of it, yeah, does Poirot ever have a love interest? Come to think of it, now that he's mentioning it, I'm like, yeah, he doesn't really... I can't think of any time where it's mentioned that, like, Poirot has a wife or a girlfriend or even a love interest. Does he never have one? Huh, interesting.
When they are together, it is obvious for all to see, even at such a young age. But who are we to judge what the heart wants?
How young are they? Now I'm curious. I'm like, how old is everybody during this? Okay. Wait, does that say in the bios? I suppose I could go check in a moment. But okay, last question. For now, at least. Is the women's shelter... Oh, is it... It is the women's shelter you work with. There we go.
Work with? I built it from the ground up, detective.
Oh. Well, I hope you're doing your best. Even though at this time, that sort of thing didn't always have good results. Ah. I'm not getting into that. It's all rather depressing. But hey, if you want to hear something that's a little sad and stuff, I guess look up some of these old kind of shelters and places, because they were trying, but they did not have the tools to really, like, address things well. But giving that the game, it could be good. If she's just, like, teaching them trade stuff and giving them a place to rest their head and some food, then I'm like, nope, she's doing fine. Not to say there weren't good ones, but a lot of them, swing and a miss, shall we say. Please be one of the good ones. Not blind to things going wrong.
My admiration continues to grow.
Yeah, is it like a trade school? Oh, what is it like?
While my husband, the Honorable Count de Vos, is always busy with his duties, I found myself at rather a loose end. I could not bear wasting my days with no purpose.
Lady doesn't like to sit on her thumbs. Good for you.
And one day, while shopping in the city, I noticed the abundance of young women living and begging on the streets. Dirty and hungry, without a franc to their name.
Roll. That's how you pronounce that.
It is horrifying to think of how so many must live their lives while others live a life of such selfish opulence.
I hope that was not a backhanded comment on the life I live, detective.
Poirot's not always landing the speaking things, is he?
Far from it, Countess. You are using your wealth to better the lives of the less fortunate. It is commendable work you do.
Sounds like she's probably doing a good job, which is good.
It is, isn't it?
Thank you for trying, at least, ma'am. The work the Comtesse is doing will go a long way to improve the lives of those who need it so badly. I only wish there were more in positions such as hers who could see the divide in our society and use their wealth to bring the plight to an end.
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look forward to our next tete-a-tete.
Oh, no, she didn't say anything in response. Okay. Okay, so that's Margot. I like her. Even though I'm very hesitant. The distrust is real in this game. Newsletter or newspaper? News of the continued factory strikes. Workers demanding a fair treatment by Jacqueline Conrad. Conrad? That sounds familiar. Have we had mention of a Conrad, or am I thinking of something else I've seen recently? Oh, right. I need to talk to Cassandra. Man, you are much more brightly colored. Lots of sus characters, indeed. I think the only one I like is Elizabeth. I think Angeline's fine too, but I don't think I can really rely on what she says because she's one of those, not out of any maliciousness or cunning or just like anything like that. She just doesn't really know what's going on, and oh my gosh, look at the couch. Sorry, I just noticed. There is a big swirly-do off of that settee? Is that a settee? At least I've heard people call it a settee. I've also heard people call it a fainting couch. It does have other names. Anyway, let's talk to Cassandra and get this talking to Cassandra over with. Hi, lady.
Madame Vandenbosch, congratulations are in order on your daughter's engagement.
Thank you. And you are?
She doesn't remember Poirot. Well, he's wearing a completely different outfit, I suppose.
Detective Poirot.
He's so reluctant.
I'm sorry, the name eludes me.
That day at the Vandenbosch house has stayed with me. It opened my eyes to the unjust treatment of the working class, and has been a driving force in becoming the detective I am today. And yet, I have barely been a second thought to her. That's how life goes, Poirot.
Once Officer Poirot, I investigated your daughter's missing bracelet.
Oh, it's you. There is no missing jewelry here today, so we are really not in need of your services.
He's kind of moved up in the ranks since then, ma'am. Don't like her.
I am here on a rather more pressing...
I know why you are here, officer. Detective, whatever you are now. Please, just get on with it.
Detective, and I promise not to keep you too long.
Oh my gosh, we can answer... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can ask her 5 questions. Great. This is gonna be fun! Alright, what's our first one here? Understand the altercation earlier began with an argument between the Major and Madame Angeline, or Mademoiselle Angeline.
Angeline is her own woman now. She can fight her own battles. She does not need her husband to be stepping in.
Or punching in, as it were.
And what battles would they be?
Nothing that concerns you, detective.
She does not want him to be here. I'm not sure what I expected asking Madame Vandenbush about private matters. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, no, it's still 4. Alright. My daughter invited me here to find the blackmailer.
Keep your volume down! She had no right to do such a thing. As soon as the other ladies get wind that there was a police officer in-house, the whole town will know.
You just said she's her own woman, she can fight her own battles, and now you're saying she doesn't have a right to fight her own battles. Make up your mind, woman!
Perhaps you should be more focused on catching the blackmailer that is holding your family's name to ransom than what the chattering women of the town will say.
I care more about what those chattering women, as you so rudely described them, have to say than the empty threat of an anonymous letter.
Didn't you just say that? Okay. She's the one who called him chattering woman in the first place, and now she's saying he's rude for saying the same thing?
Your daughter does not agree. In fact, it has been suggested that one of tonight's guests may know more than they are willing to show.
Yeah.
The guests? You mean our friends? You can't honestly believe one of them would be so petty to send a letter like that. Oh, officer, you have not changed.
Neither have you. Honestly, you don't think they're petty enough to do this? Jeez, lady. You're like an ostrich with its head in the ground. Consistency, your name is Mother. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just, lady, make up your mind. Gosh dang. Like, tell me how you really feel. At least it'll be consistent. Okay. Must thank you for your hospitality tonight.
I suppose it is only polite to say you're welcome.
Madame is as quick-witted as I remember.
Just as unpleasant.
What a shame there is nothing as memorable about you but your lack of respect.
What is there to respect? I should have known getting into a verbal battle with Madame would not be easily won. I understand that the Major is not fond of Angeline's husband-to-be. We just keep getting more questions. Ah! Someone for taking only a little bit of her time.
You can make whatever assumptions you wish.
We were flatly told by the Major he does not like him. That's not an assumption. That's... Do you know the word assumption, Cassandra?
Based on several accounts, it seems as though the Major has a certain level of disdain for him and his brother.
Oh, okay. I took that as the Major's brother. Then I'm like, wait, nope, reverse. The De Vere brothers. Okay, yes.
Felix is merely protecting both my daughter and the Van den Bosch name.
Protecting them from what exactly?
Yeah, what is sketchy about? I kind of felt like both of them were sketchy to begin with, but why?
That is a question best asked to them.
Would they really tell us why they're sketchy? I mean, if anything, if they're like, yeah, I used to do this thing, and I'm not really proud of it anymore, I'm trying to move on. Like, that would make them less sketchy if they sounded genuine. Okay. Alright, we're actually getting away questions now, thank goodness. Okay. You must be elated at the news of Mademoiselle Angeline's engagement. I bet she's not. This lady doesn't sound happy about anything. Unless she's firing this help.
Gideon is a fine, educated
Oh my
young
God.
man from a well-respected family.
Oh my gosh. She actually doesn't immediately hate the man.
All important when considering a new son-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
A good home and education speaks volumes about a man. Even in the short time they have been engaged, his noble character is obvious. If you were an educated man, you would know that.
If you were a more educated woman, you would know how to be a rude stick in the mud. Also, I gotta say, the voice actress for Cassandra is doing a fantastic job. Cassandra does sound like somebody who would be fun to voice for, even if she's unpleasant as a character, but fun to voice. Unpleasant, but fun to voice.
I can assure you, madame, my education is not one to be sneered at.
And yet you remain a mere detective. Perhaps it is your choices, then, that are to be questioned.
Ma'am, you should know not everyone gets a noble title. Ma'am, out of everyone, you should be the exact kind of person that's gatekeeping the nobility and noble status and all that. Like, really? Does she not know? Is she this much of a this without realizing that? I'd be shocked. I'd expect her to be a gatekeeper. Okay. Alright, we could ask about the locked butler's pantry. I was passing and I noticed the butler's pantry was locked.
Locked? That is absurd. They should be constantly coming back and forth from there if they are hiding from their work again. What is it you want in my staff area, anyway?
I only mention it as I was hoping to speak to some staff members. But if they are busy...
Be a good fellow and make sure they aren't slacking off in there. It shan't take you long.
Did she just give Poirot the key? May not have been the permission I was expecting, but I shall take it nonetheless. I shall try the pantry again. Okay, last question it looks like, unless this is going to spawn another question. Perhaps you should tell me about the family secret, the one your daughter is protecting. I don't think she will, but we can ask.
What do you mean, protecting? She hasn't gone and paid that silly ransom, has she?
Oh wow, Cassandra's actually surprised. I think this is the first face we've seen besides her resting snooty face and her upturned nose face.
It was Monsieur Demire that accepted the cost. He paid it because your daughter believes there may be something to hide.
For heaven's sake! Why do you think it was addressed to her and not I in the first place? Because they knew I would throw it in the rubbish where it belongs.
Okay. Yeah, it does seem like I've been saying this whole time, Angeline seems rather naive. Cassandra just doesn't pay the time of day to anyone. Cassandra... Oh, that's why the name's... She's named after the Oracle lady, who is always saying the truth, but can get no one to believe her. That's somewhat ironic.
Madame, if there is something you are keeping, it would be wise to tell me now. It may help in identifying the culprit.
I mean, we would not be able to tell if this woman was hiding a secret or not. She's very put together, I'll give her that.
And it would be wise for you to stay out of my family's business. If I require your help, I shall ask for it. But don't hold your breath.
Well, at least that was a polite way of saying bugger off.
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
Yeah, as always. Oh, yay, she didn't say anything in return. Alright, I think, is Zach the only other person in here? I think. Yeah, let me, before we talk to Zach. Is there anything else to look at? Let me check the room. Oh, we can check the window. The falling snow has laid a beautiful white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Okay, we have investigated the snow. May or may not be important. Okay, is there any other window or anything we can check before we talk to Zach? Zach. Bottle.
Oh,
Quite a substantial sized bottle of alcohol. Already half drunk. Why is a half-empty bottle sitting on the bar with no glasses beside it? Cassandra acts like a person who married to get a noble title rather than a person who is secure in happiness. Yeah, she kind of does in a way, yeah. He says there isn't glasses, but there's a pyramid of glasses right there. Like right here. What do you mean, Poirot? Just because it's not right next to the bottle doesn't mean that people aren't using the glasses. What is that, like, less than 2 feet away? But alright, the bottle is not close enough for Poirot's standards to the glasses. Alright, I think the piano's the only thing we can investigate else, and then we'll talk to Zach.
huh.
Oh, this is what he said before in the last stream. Okay. He wants to play, but think it'd be too embarrassing too, so he must not be very skilled. Poirot, the snobby barkeep! Maybe.
Monsieur Demir, we meet again.
Hello, mister.
What did I tell you? Call me Zach. You found your room all right then?
I did, and a charming room it is.
I don't know if I would call mine charming, but if I drink enough, it won't matter.
What does your room look? Is your room actually in a bad state, or you just expected a fancier room? See, I must apologize for my rudeness before. I did not ask how you know the family.
That's okay. At least you actually care. Not like most of the others here. I'm the groom-to-be's older, more handsome brother.
So modest as well.
Ah, oui. I see the resemblance now. How wonderful that you can celebrate this occasion together.
I'll stop you there. The only wonderful thing about this celebration is the free food and drink.
Yeah, I know. Cassandra's right over there.
You are not pleased for your brother.
Yeah, I kind of was guessing that he wouldn't be happy for his bro.
Angeline seems nice enough, but marriage is not for me. What is there to gain from tying yourself to someone for the rest of your life? Besides the money.
Are you so quiet, sir? I'm sorry, Zach's gonna be apparently quiet. But if I turn it up, Poirot's gonna be too loud. You might have to look at the screen and read. Just, I guess, as the FYI way we talk to Zach here. Let's see. What is it that you do for work? It seems everyone here is of some great financial standing.
Recently, not a great deal. Well, except for enjoying myself. I was once a field medic in the military. But those days are over.
You were a field medic? Dang! No wonder why you're drinking. That's not an easy job. You see some stuff. But what happened? He's not a medic anymore. Did you lose somebody you couldn't take it, or did you get, like, discharged? Maybe Zach's a more interesting person than I initially thought.
A noble occupation. Did you not want to make it your career?
It wasn't my decision to make. I certainly don't miss the battlefield, that's for sure.
Yep. I'm not surprised you're gonna... perhaps I misjudged Zach. I thought he was just like a playboy party guy. Just in here for the kicks, but maybe he's a little more deep than that. I think he's still kind of enjoying the drama to some extent, but... that may not be his whole character, you know? I'm hesitant to ask, but how is your brother after the altercation with the Major?
I'm sure he's fine. You don't need to worry about him. Always the knight in shining armor. Riding in to save the day.
Saving the day from who, exactly?
Well, if Gedeon is the knight in the fairy tale, Felix is the dragon.
That suits him.
Felix the Major. Ha! Always there, thinking he is better.
Yeah, he is kind of like that. I would not want to hang out with him, that's for sure.
Just because he was a major. We all know how he got there. In his mind, that puts him at the top of the chain.
Now I'm thinking of the Count of Monte Cristo, because I believe one of Edmond Dantes's enemies was a major, I believe? Let's see, because I think one of them was a Viscount, actually. I've only read this one. It has my copy of the book has 1,028 pages. So I'm like, I don't quite remember everything. It was also translated, it's a French work translated into English. So, from back, oh gosh, how long ago? A while ago. So I'm like, some things, I'm like, I get the broad strokes, but I don't get the, like, the... You know how you say, like, it's the difference between it's a cottage in the woods or a cabin in the... Well, no, like, no, wait, it was a cottage in the forest, cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods sounds more ominous, but, like, cottage in the forest sounds, like, really pleasant, but you could mean the same location. It's, you know, that sort of thing. So, what are they called? What do you call it? Like, extenuating meaning? Kind of like... You know, like, if you call somebody something, you'll know that you're calling them, like, a demeaning name, maybe? But you also know, like, in a particular, it's like, oh, it's a insult, but it also means, like, they're a scammer, or this insult means they are, like, have no manners, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting really sidetracked. Words are important in a story. They have other connotations. That's the word I was trying to think of earlier. Connotations. Words have and phrases have their connotations, so it's important to know them. It gets lost if you're not familiar with the context. So yeah, connotations are definitely going to be important in a mystery game like this. Okay, so the major is arrogant and thinks he's at the top of the food chain. Nothing new there. It seems there is some hostility between Monsieur Demire and the Major, an animosity that does not come from one evening at a party. Well, it sounds like the two... Well, he is a friend of the Van den Bosch family, so it does sound like he's had plenty of opportunity to meet the Demire family, these two brothers in particular, that is, a few times, so... Sounds like this is nothing new! Let's see. I get the feeling you do not have much fondness for the Major.
The major pain in the ass. Why should I? It doesn't take a detective to work out the sort of man he really is. You must have seen it, right?
Yeah... I don't have the best opinion of him.
I have my own history with the Major, but that is a story best not told.
I want to hear it.
I think it's a story best told now. It can't be any worse than what he did to us during the war.
Wait, was he against you in the... Is this like... Oh, are like Angelina, the Demire family, the Van den Bosch family, Demire family, like, are on opposite sides of this conflict? Huh.
You fought together in the war?
Or fought together? What happened?
We were on opposing sides.
Oh, I was right. Okay, we did fight together, I was right. This is like an enemies to lovers kind of thing. For Angeline and Gideon, I guess. Because I imagine the Major would not be friends with somebody of a family that was on the opposing side. Well, okay, how to word this. He would not be friends with a family that was on the enemy faction that he was fighting. That, I feel like that could be phrased better, but that gets the idea across. Okay. I have stumbled upon a delicate subject. It may be best to avoid it altogether.
The subject of war is a difficult topic for everyone. Perhaps it is best to discuss something else.
If you had seen what I have, what he has done, you wouldn't side with him.
Oh gosh. Well, yeah, you were a field medic. You saw the end result of a lot of things.
I am taking no sides, monsieur. It is just not conversation fit for a party.
Poirot is like, backing up. Nope, not touching that right now. I don't blame him.
Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Okay. So I believe that's everything in... This is the salon. Can we go to the dining room from here? No, we can't. Where is this library? I want to know where the library is. Oh wait, I should check. Is there any doors or anything on this side? I didn't fully pay attention. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, examine the fireplace. Is this fireplace any different, Poirot?
Aha.
Nope, not different from any other fireplace he's looked at. It's not missing any doorways, am I? No, I don't think so. I think it only connects the main hall and the dining room, the salon. Yeah, okay, let's go back out. Oh, wait. Maybe I can... Yeah, I can go around here. Is there anything back here I can look at? Nope, just the bottle. All right, I can't go back here. Look, Poirot is now the barkeep. All right, enough silliness. As much as silliness is fun, we got a mystery to solve. Okay. Oh, wait, you know what? How are we doing on the connection thingies? Oh, it looks like, okay, this is Escape Blacknet. That's just the whole shebang. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any connections to make on how the staff are connected and so far. Oh, we got 2 connections for circumstances surrounding the altercation. And we have 1 connection for meeting the other guests and uncovering their connections to the family. All right. Oh, wait. What is it? Inspect the library. Oh, yeah. I haven't figured out what the library is. Inspect the butler's pantry. Oh, well, I do know where the butler's pantry is. We can go there next. Let me take a look at this, though. What is our spider web up to? We have apparently 2 connections here, so... Let's see. The Major made a hasty exit outside to smoke a cigar. Not even the cold could stop him. Let's see. Zachariah believes the Major disdains him for him and his brother. Oh, okay. Zachariah believes that the Major's disdain for him and his brother could be because of the class divide. Wasn't it the war? Okay, whatever. Zachariah claims Gideon is looking forward to the family fortune. I wonder if he knows their past. Okay. It appears they are not prepared to wait to be... Hasty arranged marriage. It appears they are not prepared to wait to be wed. I find it rather romantic. Why would the couple want to move forward with the wedding so quickly? Because of the fortune? Is that an easy connection?
What a revelation.
Yes. Monsieur Gideon could be marrying into the family purely for financial gain. Let's see. We don't have a connection because we didn't get to 2. We saw 1 from before. I would have expected Madame Van den Bosch to have been the center of any argument. Cassandra kept keen to avoid the argument. Okay. This is where we get the investigate the pantry from. The Major doesn't like Gideon. Yeah, that's clear. The brothers have a history with the Major. Neither brother seems particularly fond of the Major. I'm beginning to see a pattern. What is Felix's true thoughts toward the brothers? The relationship has been a young romance. The relationship has been rather short. I hope they are ready for their impending commitment. Let's see. Wanted to calm down. Let's see. Different status. What can be connected? Yeah, Margot made it quite clear that the Major's not too fond of Gideon. What was the title for that one? Yeah, it doesn't like him. I mean, it's not just... Oh, no, it is.
Yes, I would say
I wouldn't say it to his face, But I don't think it's the Major's place to cast judgment on Gideon. Okay, so... Major intended to warn Angeline. I wouldn't say it... Oh, that's how the altercation happened. He was saying he didn't approve of the standing. Okay, we don't have anything else to connect right now. Alright. That's all taken care of. What can we connect for this one? Let's see. Got a few new things here. Okay, it was a newspaper. News of the continued factory strikes. Workers demanding a fair treatment by Jacqueline Conrad. Which sounded familiar to me. But I didn't know why. It could... I know Conrad has showed up in other media as a name. Same with Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Nah. Bottle of alcohol. I would just think it's... Isn't it just Zach? Zach drank it.
I should not be surprised
Yes.
by my own skills.
Okay,
of
good. That
deduction.
was obvious. That was obvious. Could not even fathom drinking that much alcohol, especially in one evening. Man wants to forget. Oh, we can talk to him again. Okay, not right now, though. Zachariah is the brother of the fiance, Gideon. I wonder if they are similar in character. Brothers aren't close. Zachariah gave me the impression that him and his brother don't have the best relationship. Yeah. I'm not too surprised about that either. Let's see, Margot. Margot looks out for others. How very admirable Margot to do such caring and necessary work for the underprivileged woman. Yes, Margot seems pretty cool insofar. Does charity work. I won't read it. Margot and Cassandra are longtime friends. I'm kind of surprised about that. Margot is protective of Cassandra. Well, I suppose she has a good heart on her, so she can put up with the woman. It may actually, you know what? Cassandra's probably more polite to Margot, so that actually makes more sense. Yeah, we don't have anything connect. Major's been around since the Viscount's death. Does the Viscount die in the war or something? What if he killed the Viscount during the war? What if the brothers know that? Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be wild. Okay, I don't think we have any other connections and things right now. Alright, let's go investigate the butler's pantry. Again. Is it open? Or do we have to go hunt down the key? Oh, it's open right now. Is something going to happen? Oh, unlocked. I must have caught a staff member at the right time. Ooh, who are you? Inge. Okay, so this is one of the new faces. Ooh, is there anything else here? Oh, photograph.
Huh.
A photo showing several members of staff. The house would surely run like clockwork with so many. Okay, so we have like Ultra Bald. There's Elizabeth. And no one else looks familiar. We haven't talked to Inge yet. But okay, we have a staff photo. That wasn't there before. Another letter?
Oh.
Papers that order the dismissal of a staff member for accessing rooms without permission. Curious. Dear Miss Allard, your position as housemaid within the Vanden Bosch residence is hereby officially terminated with immediate effect for the following reasons. Accessing forbidden areas of the house. Refusal to make a sincere apology. Emotional distress brought to the family. A reference shall be offered pending future employment. You've been fired, but I'll reference you for your next job. I guess she's a little more polite than I thought. What if Cassandra was one of the women that Margot had been helping? That would be something. That would be quite something. But they known each other since it sounds like they were like more like kids. Okay, we've investigated the cupboard because it has that icon. If we haven't investigated before, it has the eye. It doesn't have whatever you want to call that shape. Alright, let's talk to Inge. Ingrid? Well, no, there's no R. Inge? Wonder. Okay, well, let's just talk.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Hello.
Oh, monsieur, you startled me.
Oh, you have like cutouts, lacy cutouts in your collar and sleeves. Well, that's actually kind of a cute. That's kind of a cute outfit, in my opinion, at least. Okay.
It was not my intention, mademoiselle. I was hoping to talk with a member of the staff.
You are the detective?
I am Detective Hercule Poirot. I only intend to take up a moment of your time.
Madame Van der Bosch will be very hungry if she knows I'm standing talking.
Allow me to worry about Madame.
He's like, I will take the fall. Forgive me, I did not get your name.
Inga Frank, detective.
Inge Frank. Okay.
From the Norse god of peace and fertility. A most beautiful name.
Oh! I didn't know that. Isn't it? Wait, I guess it would be, what is it? Frey? Freya. She's not really peace, I don't think. Okay. I'm not sure if I've heard of this goddess. God. Oh wait, it might be God. No. No, you know, that's neither here nor there. What is she?
Merci. It was my grand-mère.
Grandmère? Grandmère, like, grandma? What did you just say? I'm not familiar with that term. Okay. You have all been working very hard this evening.
Oui, detective. Madame was very clear on what was to be prepared for today.
Are you French?
Well, everything looks exquisite, but if I may be blunt, would you not benefit from some more hands?
It seems like people were recently well, one of the staff sounds like they somewhat recently passed away, and another one seems like they were fired. So that's probably not healthy.
Monsieur Archie knows how busy we are, especially in the kitchen. I hate when I have to run service.
Me being staff in these days. Being staff for a noble house sounds just awful in general from what I've heard.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to your work.
But don't take up your time. We don't have much to talk to you. I was mostly snooping around in here. We have a dismissal notice in the photo. Is Inge in the photo? Not that I know what she looks like. Oh, hi. I just noticed her. She just turned. Yeah, she might be on the far, what is that, left? There's a lady who just looks like, she looks like a lot of stereotypical, maidservants look like, or how they are drawn. Can I go anywhere else now? I still have zero idea what the library is. No, can't go this way. All right. Do we need to go upstairs then? Oh yeah, the notice is for the staff. I'm like, what is on the wall? I'm like, right, that was staff notice. No one's back here still. Yeah, no one's back here still. All right, let's head upstairs. I want to find this library. Oh, I should check. We still can't go in the dining room. Yep, we still can't go in the dining room. Oh, should I check the phone again? Okay, no, we cannot investigate the phone. We lost the ability to look at the phone. All right. Oop. Okay, so we're up here. Is anyone here? Oh, the letter's gone. That was on there. Oh, that's dust. Okay, I'm like, is that fireflies? Nope. Okay, yeah. Oh, these are to the rooms. Yeah, okay, we can't go that way. Or that way. Interesting. We can't go back to Poirot's room. Okay, what's over here? Oh. Deer antlers. Is the library through here? Oh, it is! Okay! So that's the library. I guess I'll check the other doors just to see. Okay, yeah. to Jackie's bedroom. Who's Jackie? Group of saints. Can we still look at that? Yeah, it looks like we can. 2-room. Wait.
Aha.
Everyone should be enjoying the festivities. I have no need to go into this bedroom. It doesn't say whose bedroom that is. Interesting. Okay, is this an actual update? A beautiful composed painting of 7 saints. Madame has quite an eye for striking artwork. Yeah. There's 7 saints. And... well, there's 2 rooms here. Yeah, there's 6 rooms. There's 7 saints. And it seems like those 6 rooms have the saints above them, so there might be a secret 7th room somewhere. Okay, can't investigate that here. I just noticed, like, the wood is different colored on the ground. Huh, okay, let's actually go in the library. Let's go in the library. Let's go in the library with the books. It's a perfect place for it's a book's cozy. Coziest room in the house. Library. Oh.
I'm not a reporter.
Told you you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not a reporter. Hello? Hey, I'm a book! Least you forget. See, like, I have little book places behind me. You can't really see. It's a little hard. But I'm in my spooky outfit, so it's a little deteriorated. But I'm a magic book. Don't forget it. I like libraries. Okay, so this is Jackie. She was the room that she was the actual occupant of the room Poirot was told to go. And there's a guy in a there's a gold bowler's hat, I think. Who is she talking to?
But you're going to want to hear this. You could interview me now.
Hugo. Okay.
And why would I want to spend my evening doing that?
The world needs to know. You want to sell papers, I want the truth to be known. Win-win.
I came here to enjoy myself, not to hear a second-string version of...
I was there. I saw the whole thing, including who was ruining the show.
What are they talking about?
All right, I'll bite. Let's talk later.
Does she have an American accent? It's her family room, I guess. Yeah. Maybe a little literally. I'm being silly. Perhaps the happy couple's engagement has someone in a particularly romantic mood. Romance novel. Oh, can we investigate this? Yes, we can. Note. Looks like the happy couple are planning their honeymoon, but are undecided on their destination. List of travel destinations. Book. So many countries and cultures to experience. I hope one day to see them all with my own eyes. That's a lot of places to go. Travel book. Can we investigate any of the bookshelves? Collection of books. I could spend every waking moment reading about the adventures of the characters within these books. I would like a good adventure book. I could spend a lot of time reading some. Are you gonna say how you could stare at the fireplace forever, Poirot? Yep. You could stare at the fire for quite some time. Somebody just left the books on the floor. Collection of books. What do you say about these? If I had a love of my own to declare, I would surely take inspiration from them. I guess this is a romance. Yeah, a collection of romance novels. Okay. More collections of books. What are here? Suspense and tension. 2 ways authors keep their readers hooked on their characters' stories. Or mystery? Collection of mystery novels, yep. Predictable man. Yeah. Bookcase. Glass case. It looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation to expect any further. We never get to investigate any of these studies. Because we have Hugo here. I found him. Jackie's over here. Okay, yeah, and there's a third person here. Who are you? Ernesto! I heard about you because of your room. Okay, let's finish looking around in the area. That might... Looks quite... Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't have anything new to say about this. You know what? I think I'll leave Hugo and Jackie for next time, depending on how long it takes to talk to Ernesto. There's a telescope there. Why is this book here? Why is it's the dark corner except for the glowing green lamp? This looks so ominous! Madame must have a great interest in religious saints to have such material on them. The religious book? Compendium of Saints. I'm kinda curious about that, not gonna lie. Oh, we can look outside again. Yep, we can. Still a blizzard out there. The fallen snow has laid a beautiful... Oh, okay, he's saying the same thing. It's snowy out there. Telescope. Oh. Did that telescope just make a squeak that sounded like a kitten mew? Because that sounded like a kitten mew. I need to poke at this again. Hold on. What does he say first? Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simple pleasures. Agreed! I love stargazing, but there hasn't been a lot of stars to gaze upon given all the sky shine around here. Where I am. It sucks. I want to go stargazing. I wonder if I should look in to see if there's a planetarium around. That might be fun. Anyway. Globe! I like globes. I guess. I don't really have a chance to mention it, but every time I see a globe, I get happy. I don't know what it is about it, but I really do have an odd fondness for globes. If I had the space, I would get a big one like this one. Probably be pretty get out of date though, given everything that happens, but still, you know, it's a globe. I have a small one. I like picking it up to look to see where I'm like, oh yeah, and like, this person I've seen online lives here. It's like there's Indonesia and Malaysia, and then like over here is like, Morocco's there. Here's Chile, and just things like that. I just like poking at it. I think if I had a bigger, more detailed one, I'd look at it more. I don't have the space for it. I wonder if there's probably online globes out there, aren't there? I'm getting horribly sidetracked, I'm sorry. Okay, what does Poirot say? I have often found myself thinking on the prospect of traveling. Perhaps one day. Yeah, perhaps one day. You're gonna travel a lot, sir. Okay, let's go talk to Ernesto. Plant. Wait, can we look at anything at the table over here? Actually, can we even go over here? Sorry, Ernesto, I'm gonna try to go around you. I can! Oh, okay. What is this book? It must be from the library. I wonder if the story would match the excitement of this weekend. I have no idea. Thriller novel. Honestly, a lot of thrillers just kind of bore me. I know that's really strange to say, given that's like the opposite of being thrilling. But gosh dang, do I find it so boring. They're like, oh, what is going to happen next? I'm like, somebody's gonna die. And it's like, oh, somebody died! And I'm like, yeah, I saw that coming. They're not very good at the suspense, I guess. Or perhaps it's just not very good at setting up the characters, might be more of the problem. Maybe I just can't find a good one. Shrug. Get a globe without political lines for countries. Geological features generally change infrequently. That is true! A topographic globe might be better. Because then I can look up, like, current maps to find out where on the globe they are. That's a thought! That's a good idea there, Margaret. Thank you. If I get the chance, I should go with a topographical. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that should be close enough. You understand what I'm trying to get at. Topography. Like, it would be topographical? I feel like that isn't a word now. Anyway, let's talk to Ernesto.
Bonjour. Are you a guest of Mademoiselle Angeline or Monsieur Demire?
Oh, we usually don't have a angle like this. Usually it's more side to side, huh? We're over the shoulder perspective for this conversation. Interesting. I don't know if it's relevant, but it is interesting.
Do I know you?
Oh. You don't look like you're from around here. No, not to be offensive or anything. Well, where are you from, Ernesto?
Where are my manners? I am Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. Hercule Poirot. I will slowly be able to pronounce this name how he does.
Lamen.
Yes.
Oui, monsieur. Detective Poirot. And you are?
Yes. Who are you?
Ernesto da Silva.
Haven't we heard the last name Silva? Maybe somebody was referring to Ernesto by full name. But yeah, I've heard his last name before.
A pleasure, monsieur.
Hello. So what is that you... Okay, try again. So what is it you do?
I'm a man of business.
A man of few words, too.
I see. Is there a particular area of business that is your focus?
Poirot was like, this is gonna be tougher than I was expecting.
Overseas investments, international relations. I also own a number of factories in the city.
Oh, do you own one of the factories that's on strike right now? A man of few words. This may become more like drawing blood from a stone than a back and forth conversation. I have heard that phrase like once before. I don't know why it's making me laugh, but it is. Specifically the like drawing blood from a stone. That's what I'm laughing at. I don't know why. It's just funny to me.
Très bien. Monsieur has many talents.
Very good. Am I right in thinking the late Viscount was involved in such business affairs?
We work together as partners, yes.
You must know the Van den Bosch family well, then.
Spooky motherfucker. That is also true.
I helped Madame Van den Bosch, if and when she needs me.
Oh, he used her first name. Maybe they're old friends. Huh. Monsieur referred to Madame Van den Bosch as Cassandra, before quickly retracting. Perhaps they are closer than he is willing to say. Yeah, I caught that. But I'm not the only one. Okay. You witnessed the altercation between the Major and Monsieur Demure, oui?
I did. But frankly, I have no time for childish school fights.
I like this guy. I don't know if he's a good person or a bad person, but he's a good character.
You are not aware of the circumstances that started it, then?
Well, he did say childish fights. Doesn't that imply he understands it?
I heard something about a cigar. Only Felix would be petty enough to get riled up by something so menial.
He got riled up because of a cigar? Huh. Was that critiquing his smoking habits? Oh. Are we sure we don't want to make sure that Felix get his cigar poisoned? Should we go check on him?
A cigar?
Yes, Monsieur Demire had one of Felix's precious cigars. If you ask me, they won't be the real thing anyway.
I would not expect two children to act that way, let alone two supposed distinguished gentlemen. Shots fired by Poirot.
Distinguished gentlemen. It was two alpha males going head to head. Master Gideon came out the victor.
You know what? I like Ernesto. I don't care if he's a bad guy, I like him. He's a good character. Even if I don't end up agreeing with him, but we'll see.
Surely we have passed the days where shows of unnecessary brute strength impress anyone.
Unfortunately, even nowadays, that's not true. Facepalm. I'm like, unfortunately, no.
When it comes to the protection of a woman, we are far from it. Man will always return to their most primitive form.
Harsh.
Mademoiselle Angeline, the Major has no place to feel threatened. Monsieur Gédéon is to become her husband.
And he has spent the last however many years supporting them, as he calls it, clutching on to whatever he can.
Yeah, is there more up with the Major?
Merci for your time. It has been most intriguing.
I want to go check on the Major, but looking at the time, I believe it's a pretty good time to be wrapping this up right now. Yeah, we will get back to Hercule Poirot though, but next week, because this is the last stream for this week, in case you haven't seen the update to the schedule. But so a couple weeks from now, we'll probably come back to hear it with Hercule Poirot. So all of us will have to wait until then. I'm certainly gonna have to wait. But that's interesting. Honestly, we have more people than I was expecting in this one. This might be a little tricky. But I'm not having too much trouble linking things together. I might need to take a little bit of time. I'm not the fastest, I will admit that. I can understand if that was a bit frustrating. But yeah, I'm not always the fastest in solving it, but I do get it eventually. It's so much fun though. I'm enjoying this. This is better than I thought it would be, to be honest. So I'm very delighted. I'm like, this is great. I kept hearing about, is that called the London Files? Because I've heard that there's a game after this one made by the same studio. That's the word I'm looking for. Same studio. So, I mean, if I can finish this and I like it overall, then, I mean, we could play the other one they make. I'm like, I should play more Hercule Poirot games. They're very good. Just because the author is really good doesn't mean it translates well to a video game or gets translated well to a video game. It can be tricky adapting things from one medium to another, so sometimes it doesn't always work out. But like this time is fun. I'm having a great time. I hope y'all are having a good time too. Be sure to like and comment if you did. I like knowing these things. It lets me know, like, oh hey, there's this game or this thing we could be doing, and like people will be happy to see it, you know? Helps me out and it helps me make it more entertaining for you guys. So like be sure to help out in that way if you feel up to it. I will not force anyone. I don't. Same with it if you wanna join the little painted meese, or today, as I like to say, my inky meese for this spooky month. This most spooky of months, I should say, I suppose. But I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are having a good time too, because I definitely have more. We're just taking a break for next week. I have planned it to be what I'm going to call Creature Week, which we're having games where at least you can have, how to put it? You can tame monsters or collect creatures, as it were, and then it can help in the main gameplay loop. So, we got a few. Of course, we're gonna have Legends Arceus. I'm gonna play that next week. We're gonna play Spectre's Origins next week. Because, I mean, come on, they're clear monster tamer games. They fit the week. And we also are going to have Dragon Quest Builders that week, because you can collect monsters in that game, even though I don't do it too often. Given that I already had the monsters I wanted to have by the time I started play on the channel. Actually, you even had the channel to begin with. But you can get monsters in that game to help you out. I mean, let's see, it was my title pools for an upside down building has me using my golem there, and I believe I've used Zammy, my chimera, Bill Buzzard Worm guy, a few times. So you do use them in the gameplay loop of building things. So if you have a big build, I'm sure having, oh, you know what, my sister Saboria, she's done floating islands, and I could tell you immediately, having a chimera in builders. It's very useful when you're having floating buildings, because if you fall off them, you can just ask your chimera for help to fly you back up. It's very useful. Speaking from experience. I need to remember that more, but yeah, so that's being added then. And let's see. The last game I am going to be playing that week is Rune Factory 3. I don't know if we'll actually get to the part where you can start taming monsters, but Rune Factory is known for you being able to tame monsters. I know in Rune Factory 5, I think... I want to say there's a quest for Rune Factory 4, where it's not like a mainline quest, but there's all these... I don't know how do you call it. Like, you need to do... They're not part of the main story, but you need to do them to unlock things to farm. And maybe that's the main gameplay loop, you know, it's kind of important to do. So I'm like, I don't want to call it a side quest, but it's also not the main quest, so I'm not sure what you would call that. I am not sure what you would call that. So yeah, it is important to tame monsters in that. So we are going to play that. Plus, it's Rune Factory 3, and you get to turn into a woolly that game. So your character has a human form and has a woolly form. I'm probably going to stick with the default name of Mika, because you don't get to customize your character, you just play as a character, so I stick with the default names. Honestly, Rune Factory is kind of one of the ones where I'm like, I don't know why they let you name your character. That's like the only thing. You get to decide the name of the character, and that is it. You have no other option. So I'm like, I don't know why you just don't have a set character for some of the Rune Factory games. That's always confused me, but they are super fun. I've never played this one. I do know of what happens. It's kind of hard not to hear about the other games when you're in the Rune Factory community, so I'm like, I'm familiar with it, but I've never actually played it, so I'm not familiar with a lot of the characters, so that should be fun. So yeah, hopefully that's something for you all to look forward to. I hope it is. But again, any likes, comments, if you want to follow or subscribe, I'd be very grateful. It helps me figure out what people like more, you know, what people expect to see on this channel. I'm guessing mysteries. Y'all love mysteries, and I am thrilled. I'm like, yes, mystery. It's like, don't threaten me with a good time. I will play the mystery games. I'm having a great time. I love solving things, even if I'm not the most, like, excited, I guess, per se, about that. And sometimes I'm exasperated to the characters, but hey, we're supposed to be at the suspicious stage, so I'm like, I don't trust any of y'all. I don't trust nobody. But yeah, it's been a pretty good time. So I'm excited for next week, because we have quite a few games that I am looking forward to playing. The fact that I think Dragon Quest Builders 2 is my second most played game ever. The only one that beats it out is Final Fantasy XIV, so like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time I'm gonna play Rune Factory 3, so be fun! I'm gonna play Spectrobes again. I've been wanting to play Spectrobes, so yeah. I've been playing Pokemon, but not Spectrobes, so it'll be good. So yeah. With that, I will bid all of you, whether you're watching live or in a VOD, I must bid you fond farewells with bye-bye. And I hope to see you next week in some of the videos. Or any others for that matter, but bye-bye.